Okay. Test one, two, three. I believe that you can hear me now. I believe the first one you can't hear me. I'm talking for 15 minutes with no mic. Okay. We are live once again. I'm here to talk wrestling, but I'm also here to talk about the Royal Rumble taking place in Minute Maid Park this Sunday. You can catch it on WWE Network. It's live on pay per view, and you can watch all the festivities of the Royal Rumble. Now, what's going on right now at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, is NXT Takeover UK. And that is going on right now. I haven't looked as far as what exactly is going on. Um, I I I follow NXT. I like NXT, but it's evolved over the years. NXT in the past is where a WWE superstar was placed with a rookie, and that's where the Miz, Mike Mizanin, came from. And as you can see on SmackDown Live, Mike and John Morrison are back together again. I like it. Don't like the attitude, but I like it. It's good. It's good for business. But tomorrow night, you have the Royal Rumble in Minute Maid Park, Houston, Texas. And it's supposed to be action packed. And of course, everybody's on the hour long Royal Rumble match itself, where Brock Lesnar has said he's going in number one. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion for Monday Night Raw enters the Rumble at number one. So that leaves some scenarios for the Royal Rumble. Because if Brock Lesnar does win the Royal Rumble, then Brock has no match at the Royal Rumble because he can't wrestle himself. The only other thing that can happen in that outcome, and that is Brock Lesnar then goes after the Universal Heavyweight title on SmackDown Live, and he faces the winner of that match, which is a strap match between Bray Wyatt, aka The Fiend, and Daniel Bryan. And I don't know what to say. I don't know exactly what. I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to win the Royal Rumble. That'll be the first time in history. Now, Shawn Michaels has entered number one and has won the Royal Rumble, but this is something different. This is something much different. And this is my Dr. Pepper. I drink way too much of this. But at least it's Dr. Pepper. I could get a Crawford Bach, but hey, I don't drink much. Soda I drink too much of. But never in WWE history has a world champion entered the Rumble at number one and won the thing. Brock Lesnar wants to make history once again. He made history as the first Royal Rumble he'd been in 2003, and he won the thing. So Brock can win. But Brock didn't enter number one. I think Brock entered number 30 or 29, something like that. So we have Braun Strowman, who's more than likely should win the Royal Rumble. And we also have the ladies in their Royal Rumble. as far as that is concerned. Welcome to my channel. I'm here talking wrestling, and never mind, you left. You can come, you can go. It doesn't matter to me. I'm talking wrestling. I said I would try to put out more live stuff, and I'm sorry about the other feed, but I couldn't tell if the mic was on or not. It wasn't on. It's on now. Um, Braun Strowman should win something. Now he's won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and he has won the biggest Battle Royal. um, and of course, Titus O'Neil is going to be known forever. Titus World Slide. The greatest Royal Rumble match in history over in India, and Titus is known for the entire thing. I don't know what Titus was thinking on or what, but Michael Cole and 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 everybody could not believe what happened. I think everybody was in shock. Um, other than that, getting back to the Royal Rumble, getting back to the participants, getting back to who's in, who's not, and everybody in the Royal Rumble, like uh, the Usos and Roman Reigns take on Corbin, or I think Roman takes on Corbin. I'm not sure exactly what, but everybody who wrestles then is going to wrestle in the Royal Rumble itself. So you may have some participants that either get taken out or injured can't participate. So you're going to have some surprises. Now, one thing I would love to have, I don't think is going to happen. CM Punk was on backstage on Tuesday. CM Punk has his opinions. Now, CM Punk is Fox. CM Punk isn't WWE. Now, the contract talks may still be going on, and they may not, but you see, CM Punk is just working for Fox. So if CM Punk comes into the Royal Rumble, that means bingo, Vince caved and came back with a lucrative contract for CM Punk to come, back to wrestling. Now, will we see CM Punk live? Mic bombs that he loves to do on live television? Don't know. But CM Punk has evolved. And I think CM Punk and the WWE need to get together because CM Punk, as you know, Vince, everywhere you go, especially in Chicago, Illinois, you get CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. The fans want it. Vince, give what the fans want. Bring back CM Punk. It's been way too long. Way too long. Oh, let's see. But of course, Roman Reigns is in this little old shindig. And as you see, I'm not necessarily focused. I'm focused. I'm talking. But what I'm also doing is I am looking and doing research as I'm broadcasting because that's what I do. A lot of other people may have it already, but that's what I do. I look and I see what's going on now. Um, on the card, on the Royal Rumble card itself as well. Um, you have other matches, and this is what I say, and that is everybody who has matches here are also going to be in the Rumble, so they may be coming with dings and problems. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Roman Reigns and King Corbin are going to be entering this Royal Rumble match pretty nicked up. They're going to not be 100%. Roman Reigns and King Corbin may not make the Royal Rumble because after their match, they may be too busted up to walk down to ringside. I mean, you never will know because you get a couple guys dinged up, that leads for surprises. We love surprises, and the Royal Rumble always has surprises. The Royal Rumble is the kickoff to WrestleMania 36. Can you believe that? 36 years of WrestleMania. And you talk about WrestleMania, and you talk to Hogan, God rest his soul, Roddy Piper. You talk to everybody who participated in the very first WrestleMania, they said, nah, I don't think this is going anywhere. Oh boy, those critics, they were so wrong because 36 years later, we're talking about WrestleMania 36. We're talking about a lot of things. Wrestling is the top. I'm talking to myself, but it doesn't matter. At least I know my mic's on. At least I know I'm going. At least I can produce videos and nobody will be watching anyway. It doesn't matter. I will bring you stuff that you may or may not know. Another match that was just added, and the return of Sheamus. And Sheamus' attitude about people who aren't paying their dues. And he decided to pick on Shorty G. And Shorty G decided to take on this picking on short guys. Now I'm 5'4". I've been 5'4" since 17. I've been short. I don't like it, but I adapt. And Shorty G has adapted to this entire situation. Don't think Shorty G is going to beat Sheamus. I think Sheamus is going to give him a brogue kick, knock him off his boots. 1, 2, 3, that's all. I don't think Sheamus is going to win in the first 5 minutes, though. It's going to be a cat and mouse type of deal there. Then, of course, we have Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. That's going to, let's see, Minute Maid Park in a Falls Count Anywhere match. It could happen at second base. It could happen at home plate. It can happen in the dugout. It can happen in the bullpen. Who knows where this match is going to end up. Now, another one, the return of Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade, the United States champion. That's going to be probably a match that will steal the show because they're both excellent wrestlers. Humberto, I think it's too soon still. And I'm going to give the title and keep the title with Andrade because Andrade has an insurance marker at the ring. And that insurance marker is going to pay off Um, she's done it before, and she'll do it again. And she's going to interfere, and Andrade's going to capitalize. That's what he's been doing for quite a while. Now, on the women's side, not only do they have their Royal Rumble match, but they have two other matches. One is for the SmackDown Women's Heavyweight Championship. Bayley, who's the champ, versus Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is going to beat Bayley. That title's going to change hands. Lacey Evans is going to be the new SmackDown Women's Heavyweight Champion. Bet on that. Take it to the bank. You're going to be happy you made that bet. And then, of course, you have the man, Becky Lynch, the WWE Women's Heavyweight Champion for Raw, versus Asuka. And let me tell you something. Becky Lynch is going to defend, and Becky Lynch is going to win. The man's going to come out on top. I don't know why Asuka is here. I don't know why Asuka and this other lady holding the women's tag team championship for the WWE. Asuka and her partner can't speak a lick of English. They come out and talk in their language, and it's a joke. Who can understand what they are talking about? I have no idea why they're still in the WWE. I don't understand why they're holding the women's tag team titles. I don't like it. That's just my opinion. But the WWE should take the titles off of them and put it on somebody more productive. Shoot, the Iconics are better than Asuka, and I don't care because they don't speak English. They're not about to learn English, and they want to talk in their Japanese language. Go back to Japan. Get them out of the WWE. They are too nothing, and they have tag team titles. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me as far as the comments if you see this. And by the way, everybody else does this, but subscribe. Click on the subscribe and subscribe to me if you like it. Comment. Make any comment you like. Good, bad, ugly. I don't care as long as I get comments and I can be helpful. If you like me doing these types of videos, I come on live, talk about wrestling. I'm an avid wrestler fan, I should say. I've done ring announcing for Top Championship Wrestling and Mark Valiant. He is a Global Wrestling Federation star. And he had Top Championship Wrestling here in Texas a long time ago. But he's a real good friend. I met some real good friends. The One Man Gang, who now works for the prison system in Louisiana. Hardway Rod Price, who came from Global Wrestling Federation. Very, very nice man. I have a lot of conversations with him. He's doing well, and today is his birthday, matter of fact. So Rod Price, if you do happen to see this, happy birthday, my man. My heart's with you, and you still owe me a headliner. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. A lot of good memories. And it's what I do. So if you like the video, make any comments, subscribe to my channel. Uh, right now, 3 people, but I don't really mind, don't care. Um, if I happen to go viral, it'll be a shock. I don't mind. As you see, my hair gray. I've got a bald patch going on and all that neat stuff. I don't mind. I just talk what it is. I do live, unedited, uninterrupted. Um, I can curse up one side down the other, but I don't. It's not worth it because I'm talking wrestling. I'm talking wrestling. I love it. Getting back to the Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble as going on here. The men's Royal Rumble will include a total of 30 stars. As of Saturday, 27 participants have been officially announced. Brock Lesnar will be the number 1 entrant. The winner will earn a title shot in the main event at WrestleMania 36. So we have 3 spots left. We have 3 surprises. Who knows what's going to happen this Sunday night at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. The Royal Rumble is the kickoff to WrestleMania 36. The participants, as you very well know, Brock Lesnar's number 1. He's entering number 1. I don't think he's going to be there in the end. We will find out. Roman Reigns, I don't think is going to make it to the Royal Rumble. After his match with Baron Corbin may not be there either. King Corbin, Baron Corbin, whatever we're going to call him. I think both of them are going to be so bruised and battered, they're not going to be able to walk to the ring. AJ Styles is in it. Now, he has a good shot. I will give credit where credit is due. Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan, as I can tell you, Eric Rowan is crazy, strange. They tell you, and what he's doing with this cage and what he has, he puts his hand and he comes out with this red, which is supposed to be a cut. I don't know what it is, but Eric Rowan, he's not going to survive. Randy Orton, who's won it before, he's in it. And doesn't he? It's not announced. I thought Randy Orton had a match beforehand with AJ Styles, but I could be wrong. Anyway, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Elias on Friday mentioned he was going to be in the Rumble. King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Otis, and Tucker, Heavy Machinery are in it. Rusev is in it. Bobby Lashley is in it. Aleister Black. Aleister Black is my underdog. Is my long shot. Aleister Black has been doing some very good matches with Buddy Murphy. And Aleister Black is incredible. And I will tell you, Aleister Black, pardon me, maybe your mystery out of the blue to win the thing because he good. Then Buddy Murphy, who Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy may cancel each other out. Braun Strowman, Shinsuke Nakamura, oh golly, Seth Rollins, the whatever you want to call him now, the Messiah. Messiah of his head's getting too big for his britches. That's what I got to say about the Messiah of Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins, you think you have everything. Yeah, you were part of the biggest faction that comes down the pipe. But Seth Rollins, that's all in the past. This is the future. You're working on, I have no idea what you're working on. But Seth Rollins, you're not going to win the Royal Rumble. That's a fact. Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, they both announced. Kofi Kingston, Big E, they announced. R-Truth, 24/7. The record holder for the 24/7 title, R-Truth. Now, Mojo Rollins has the 24/7 title. Mojo Rollins needs to cough it up. That's what I got to say about that. The 24/7 title is like it is, 24/7. Wherever Mojo Rollins is in Houston, he has to have eyes behind his head because no matter where he's at, his title's on the line. That's the 24/7, aka formerly the Hardcore title, because that's how that was defended. And then last but not least for the 27, John Morrison and The Miz. Now, you have the New Day, you have Morrison and The Miz, you have um, oh my, I'm now looking at this and oh my. You have the Miz and Morrison. You have Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe that have been working together. You have the New Day and Big E and Kofi Kingston. Wow. OC, AJ Styles is in by himself. I wasn't aware of that. But do got to say, very interesting Royal Rumble. Very. Now, on the ladies' side, the women's Royal Rumble. Blah, if I can say it. No, I haven't been drinking. The only thing I've been drinking is this Dr. Pepper. I need all the caffeine I can get. Now, here's the interesting thing. On the women's side, as of Saturday, as of today, only 7 of the 30 participants have been announced. And obviously, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble will get a title shot, whether it be the Raw Women's Champion or the SmackDown Women's Champion at WrestleMania 36. But this is the case, only 7 women. What is up with the women's division of the WWE where you're coming in to the Royal Rumble? The men have 27. The women only have 7. What's up with the women? You want to leave all sorts of surprises for all these Hall of Famers and NXT and everything else? I don't understand why only 7. And the 7, just to, clue you in on that, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Natalya, Carmella, and Dana Brooks. Where are the rest of the women? Hello? I mean, Asuka can't pull double duty. Asuka can't win the title, which won't happen, and then come in and do the Royal Rumble. Somebody go over there and translate for Asuka. I don't know what else to say. That's downright pitiful. downright pitiful. Anyway, that is the Royal Rumble. That will be this Sunday, Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Rundown of the card. Interesting as far as the card is. My take on it, who knows? It needs to be hit out of the park, and I believe it will be hit out of the park. Who knows what may take place? But I see a lot of surprises. We have to all tune in and find out. Now, NWA that has power on YouTube. It's not on television. It's on YouTube. You can get it for free. Check their shows out. They, on Friday, had Hard Times. I think ode to Dusty Rhodes. On Friday, January 24th, the NWA title was on the line. I don't know the outcome of that match. Nick Aldis running his mouth. But the NWA Power trying to come back. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson are the 9-time NWA World Tag Team Champions. I like that. NWA is doing some really, really good stuff. I like that. And then AEW. AEW is on TNT Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Then you have something, and this is interesting. Not a lot of people talk about it. It is interesting, though, because you have NXT that comes on the USA Network at 7 o'clock, and you have AEW on TNT. Now, if you look in the hole, and if you're familiar with WCW and WWE and the Monday Night Wars, is AEW trying to start a Wednesday night war with NXT? Who knows? I find that kind of apropos. Now, AEW, here's something, and that is, I never thought or imagined after WCW was bought by Vince that Mr. Turner, Ted Turner himself, would want wrestling back on his network. But I gotta hand it to Ted Turner. I think he liked it. And I think the direction that it went didn't win for him. But I think he enjoyed it. That's why you see AEW Dynamite on TNT. And then 2 weeks ago, you had a return to TNT, and that is DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. I never would have seen that coming. Live on TNT, Diamond Dallas Page back in a wrestling ring on AEW Dynamite. Now, match was pretty good. Diamond still has his moves. And I say, great job. AEW is an alternative. Is an alternative to the WWE. AEW is probably not going to take over WWE. AEW is just an alternative. And whoever thought, and whoever would you see as a match being broadcasted live on a boat a cruise ship for Chris Jericho. And who'd ever thought you would ever see, once again, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Chris Jericho announcing a match. That happened this past Wednesday on AEW. JR, for the first time, he said, probably in his wrestling career, he had to announce without his cowboy hat on because it was too windy. JR, I say thank you. I've been a fan of yours way, way back when you started. I was unhappy when you've had your bouts and your face and all that stuff. But to this day, JR, you are the, well, out of the top 5. I can't necessarily put you number 1. You're probably number 2. Number 1, JR, I got to give it to Gordon Solie. Gordon Solie was just the absolute broadcast, the absolute announcer. In my top 5 as far as announcers for wrestling, Gordon Solie number 1, and then JR number 2. But I could put a tie because Lance Russell is number 3 and Dave Brown number 4 from Memphis. They were astronomical. And then Tony Schiavone. There's your top 5. I'm so happy to see Tony Schiavone back. I don't know exactly this time around if it's funner for him or not, but I love to see Tony. Tony is just the best out of the announcers. That's my top 5. I'm sorry, JR. I really am truly sorry, but Gordon Solie is number 1. I believe, JR, you may have gotten in to where you're at from Gordon Solie. That's why I put you at number 2, JR. You could be number 5 or probably 4, but I put you as number 2. Lance Russell and Dave Brown are 3, 4. And Lance Russell, God rest your soul, you have done it all and did it all for Channel 5 over there in Memphis, Tennessee. And you told and called it like it is. Lance Russell took a lot of bumps. And then, of course, Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone, you ran WCW Monday Nitro. You worked with the Brain, Bobby Heenan. You worked with Larry Sabisco. You worked with, unfortunately, oh man, I think made just one too many mistakes. Go back in time. Go back in time. If they didn't happen, we could be sitting here in a whole different scenario where we're talking WCW and not WWE. Eric Bischoff just made a few mistakes. Those few mistakes cost WCW. If they would have went the other way, WCW and Ted Turner was on the verge of buying out Vince. I wonder what today would have brought if it was WCW and not WWE. It's interesting to reflect back and bring that up because WCW was a powerhouse. And if Eric Bischoff would have done a few different things, it would have worked out for him. And it didn't. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing a live show with the Royal Rumble and commenting, letting people watch. I don't know. But the Royal Rumble is live at 7 p.m. Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. You got the men's Royal Rumble, you got the women's Royal Rumble. 27 confirmed for the men's Royal Rumble. Only 7 women have confirmed. That leaves a lot of mystery on what's going to happen for the ladies' Royal Rumble match. Then you only have 2 other ladies' matches, and that's both for the women's titles for SmackDown and Raw. And that's down. And I'm not sure what to say about that. And a lot of different stuff. There's going to be good things coming for 2020. Good things coming for wrestling, probably. Good things coming for my channel. I hope so. There could be good things, but once again, make comments on this if you like, don't like. Help me out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I can use some subscribers. There's a bell. You can click on the bell and then click on all as far as that is. Then you'll be alerted anytime I do a live broadcast or upload a video. That way you can see what I'm doing. I'm just a 49-year-old man living by himself and does it live, unscripted, unedited, so you can see for yourself on what goes on. Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, and I'll probably come on maybe after the Rumble. Don't know. I may come on Monday, and who knows. So everybody in Houston, Texas, have a great one. If you're at the Royal Rumble, have a great one. And that's it. Like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, and have a great evening and a great weekend.